Hey everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful Friday. It is our weekly drawing session, and today we are going to be recreating this illustration by Carl Erickson. It was drawn in 1934, and I just love the whole look. I love this whole illustrative style, and so we are going to recreate it and paint it. In pencil, we're going to sketch it out. I am using watercolor to paint it. You can use whatever art supplies you have, markers, colored pencils, whatever you have, just grab them. And then I use oil pastels to add some shadows. So we are going to jump in, draw this, and see how it turns out. And I hope you guys join me. If you have any questions, please just let me know in the comment section. But super excited to give this a try, and I hope you join me. I think my goal will be just to try to get some gestural lines in using my pencil. I'm really trying to be loose because this is just almost a tough one to draw. And then the lady's arm comes out around her leg. So I'm just going to draw a line there because that's where her arm comes out. And I'm actually going to try to just draw a general shape for this woman before I even get her head in. She's got this dress on. And I'm focusing on, like, there's a triangle here, it's a rectangle here. I know her arm comes out here. Actually, it comes down in her lap. And then her leg comes down here, so I'm just trying to she's in a chair. And so I'm just sort of trying to get the gesture and her head is and there's curtains. I'm going to try to draw the window. I don't know if I want the desk there. I think I might not have the desk there, but this will be like a window maybe. And maybe I'll have, instead of books there, there'll be plants. So I kind of just looked at the different shapes and tried to get them in there. I'm not sure, maybe I'll do wallpaper, but I know the floor is somewhere around here. So I've mapped it in. I do want to get her hair sort of her head could probably be bigger. I might fix that as we go. But I like the way that's mapped in, and I think I might get my watercolor out, and instead of like drawing with ink, get my watercolor out and see what we can do. You can use gouache or marker or whatever you have. I just have a little bit of watercolor that I'm going to try to use. Okay, and now I'm just going to get some, whatever's closest to skin tone that I can find. A lot of times skin tone is like a little yellow, a little blue, a little red. And I'm just putting it in there for now. I'll make adjustments after. Oh, that's not right. Okay, good enough for now. I'm going to try to lighten it up a bit. And then her shoulder is kind of there. That's all we kind of see of her. Don't really have her whole back in properly, but that's fine. There we go. Kind of got that in there. I'm just working with the colors that I have. So for her, it might not be I'm adding a bit of a darker tone to it to try to create the lines of this frilly top. Sometimes it's hard to draw loose, but I'm just doing what I can. I like the way that looks. And now I'm going to put the lady's, she's got like a light sweater on and then some kind of dress. I might make her dress blue. Kind of got it going like this. She's got that sweater on. I want to leave a bit of room for her sweater. And I'm really going to try to get her dress with some details on them, like the darks and the lights. So we'll see what we can do about that. There, that looks like a sweater. And her chair will be yellow. I'm going to just make her chair yellow. And I'm going to add shadows for the arms of the arm of the chair, but right now I'm just sort of putting the color blocking. And I'm making slight adjustments because in the picture that we're looking at, you can't see this corner of the chair, but I'm still just trying to figure out basically what I'm doing. So we're just going to make do with what we've got. I like the legs. I'm going to put the legs in there, but I think I want to get those curtains in there. And I don't want to have too many competing colors, but I think I'll make the curtains light blue. Oh, do I want to make them blue? Because the window is gonna, I'll make this window blue. So this is the window. Because there's curtains, I want to make sure that I have the window there. So that is the area. She's standing in front of the window, so the curtains will have to be a different color. What color do I want the curtains to be? Maybe I'll make them a green color. We'll do a light green. And then I think back here is going to be like a dark color. There we go. I like the way that looks so far. And we want to get her hair in. Her hair, I think, is brown. And this lady has brown hair too. Once I have the drawing done and all the colors blocked in with the watercolor, I do get out some gouache and I add some shadows. And once I'm finished adding the shadows, I then go into the oil pastels, and I use the oil pastels to cover anything that I really just don't like. So from this point on, I am using gouache because I'm going to add those white dots to her dress and just add a few more details to make this sort of pop. Now I'm just adding a few touch-ups with the oil pastels. I do like the texture of the oil pastel on the paper and how it makes this woman sort of stand out. So I really like the blue around her. And then I'm just going to make some minor adjustments, especially to the chair. I don't feel that I got the chair right, but I will probably try that again another time. This is the final drawing. This was really fun to do. I did it twice. The first time I paid more attention to the details of the face. I really like this woman's face much more than this woman. I didn't quite get her right, but that's okay. You know, you just spend time practicing your sketching and coloring, and then you pick out things that you like and you understand what you don't like or where you could have gone better. Could have done her face better. But overall, I'm really happy that I simplified the drawing and took away some of the things to create curtains, a window. I may try this one again because I think it would be fun to try her chair and then add a pattern to it. But this illustrator, Carl Erickson, incredible. love all the drawings, and I am really happy that I got to give this a try, and I am super happy with the results. I would love to hear from you how it went for you. Leave a comment and let me know, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next Friday.